The reality is we're leveling the playing field. We're creating opportunities for people who are blind or visually impaired that didn't have them before. I think by far the most surprising thing for people when they come in is how blown away they are that people who are blind or visually impaired can do anything just like they can. Just because they're blind doesn't mean that they can't live productive lives. But when we bring folks in here and make that connection between people who are sighted and blind, things change. I'm David Stupay. I'm the Managing Director of Envision Dallas. Most people have never had a true interaction or engagement with someone who is blind. And when they come in here, immediately their misconceptions are all taken away. 70% of people who are blind or visually impaired are unemployed, and our entire mission exists to help create jobs for people so that they can have employment opportunities and have the same fulfillment in their work that you and I have. I actually went to school to become a pastor, and my senior year of college decided to get a business degree instead. My first job out of business school was running a homeless shelter, and my first day on the job, there was a knife fight in the lobby, and I think it was to see if I would stay or not. And every job I've had since then has all been about serving other people. I ran a school for kids on the autism spectrum and ran outpatient clinics. I was in Wichita, Kansas, and got to know the CEO of Envision. When I was looking at where I was going to go next, he invited me down to Dallas. That was the first day that I'd ever walked into a manufacturing facility in my entire life. I was in this meeting with their senior staff. There was this sense of hopelessness that the past was better than the future. I went to dinner with our CEO that night and I said, I've never done manufacturing, I've never done logistics, I've never run a call center, and I've never worked with people who are blind or visually impaired, but I think I'm your guy. I said, our new strategy going forward is we're going to launch new products. Everyone looked at me and said, what does that mean? I said, I have no idea, but we're going to launch new products. In 2018, Envision took over the Dallas Lighthouse for the Blind. It was at one point one of the most prolific organizations in the entire world. Through the years, it had lost its way and had suffered some setbacks and some financial challenges. And there was a feeling in this building and in this community of hopelessness, of where am I going to go to receive the services that I need? Envision acquired the Dallas Lighthouse for the Blind, rebranded as Envision Dallas in 2019. We run two sides of our business. So our mission margin businesses are manufacturing, call center, and mailroom operations. And the profit that we make in those businesses allow us to give free services away to people in this community. No one ever gets turned away because they don't have the capacity to pay. A majority of our business is done through the federal and state government. If you're on a highway in the state of Texas and a person there has a reflective vest that is made here in Dallas by people who are blind or visually impaired. Within our patterns, we'll create notches. If you can feel the notches, you'll be able to make sure that the laminate is exactly in the same spot every single time. When we're putting patches on for TxDOT, she can feel her way through the equipment and know that it's going to be exactly perfect. For entrenching tool carrier, which is used by the Army, there's 24 people who touch that. 18 of them are blind or visually impaired. Every single year, about 500,000 eyeglass cases are made in this facility. We make permanent highlighter and dry erase markers. Our team has about 20 people who are on that line. 19 of them are blind or visually impaired. In June of 2020, if you retired from the United States Air Force, your retirement binder was made in China. Now it's made in Dallas. We also run a call center, Envision Interface. We do sales for Better Business Bureaus. We do survey work for the Centers for Disease Control. We also do 311, which is the non-emergency number for the city of Dallas. This fiscal year, 40% of our revenue is going to come from products or services that we did not offer 2 years ago. And so this has changed our business. There was a sense of hopelessness that's been replaced with joy. There was a sense of fear that's now been replaced with excitement. We're able to sustain our services to make sure that people in this community who need access to low vision therapy or assistive technology.
So I'm going to have you take this hand, bring it up to the front of the telescope.
Have the ability to access that regardless of their capacity to pay. We have Esther's Place, where people come and get the training to find out, how do I stay in my home? What do I need to do to become independent?
This is going to act as your guard, okay? So it's going to keep you from cutting your fingers.
In just a few short years, our team's been able to radically transform what's going on here. But this is just the beginning. We also recently purchased a new 210,000 square foot facility in Farmers Branch. It's going to open up more opportunities for us to expand all of our product lines. We're going to create 200 new jobs. We're also going to be able to open up a child development center and a workforce innovation center. There's no doubt that this is where I was meant to be, right? Everything that I've done has led me up to this place.
Alma, you're doing such a great job. I'm so proud of you.
I get to come to work every day and help make an impact for people that are just looking for opportunity. I have an amazing family. We have 3 absolutely wonderful kids, and little Abigail, who's 3, is profoundly deaf, and she's on the autism spectrum. And so as a parent of someone who has different needs, this is a little bit more personal for me, because I look at her and I hope, sorry, my hope is there are people that are advocating for her as strongly as we're advocating for people here. And when I look at the people that are coming in, I look at them and think, how can I help them in the same way that I'd want someone to be helping my daughter? This isn't the story of David Stupay. This is the story of Envision Dallas, right? We have 210 people here that are showing up every day with ideas and new ways to do things. And the team that we've built is dedicated to our mission and knows that when we collectively work together, we can make amazing things happen.